Welcome back, everyone. I am Callie, if you don't know who I am by now. We are now making our next gymnastics build for this gymnastics gym. And I thought, when I was a kid, I never thought the horse would change. Like, I never thought that in a million years. I always thought it would always be the same. But here we are today. Now, when I was a little girl, I would make it to gymnastics class, and we would do all of our handstands and front handsprings over something that looked like this. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Something that looked like that. See, that is what our horse looked like when I was a little girl. And I took gymnastics. I must have been 8, 9 years old, maybe 10. But nowadays, the horse looks more like this. Does that look familiar? Does that look familiar? It looks familiar to me. Now, if you want to make it smaller, you could definitely make a horse like this, right, to size, something teeny tiny. You could also make it true. It actually looks like a horse. You could do something like this. And all you're doing is you're creating a base piece, which is the round one, and you're attaching it to 3 of these little small guys, right? 3 of these small guys. They just kind of stack up. This is the easiest one I've built. And again, if you're doing a smaller one, you want to stick to that. And then you have this special piece. I've never really used this unless I'm building like a roof, right? Maybe like a diner. And then you have 3 of the single pieces, the flat pieces. Those go behind that piece, just like that. Looks like that. Now this guy here, whatever color you want it, it goes on top and covers it so it sticks together. That's how that works. And then, of course, you match it up with the same color. I like to have the same because it looks pretty. There you go. Now, ideally, you'd have all this black or white or red, whatever color you want. And then this just sticks to the very bottom. There's the perfect little hole for that. See that? That's where it sticks. It sticks right there. And voila, you got yourself a nice vault, all right? A nice vault. Now, because I'm doing this to size, I've made a complete different one. I've made this one. This is the one I made, just like this. And this is kind of cool because you can adjust the size. You know, what are they doing over this horse? Are they doing a back handspring into it? What are they doing? So it really does depend on where you want to put this horse, right? Kind of goes like this. And look at that. You can go like that if you want to clean it up or whatever else. And then the only thing you need to do is add a landing spot. One that is like this. And then, of course, you can put mats around here. You can do whatever you want. Now, the only thing we're missing is a springboard. And there's our springboard. So we're going to build this whole entire thing. We're going to build the springboard. We're going to build the vault. And we're going to put it on a landing strip, which is this piece here. So what you're going to need is just a few pieces. Go find whatever you want to start with as far as the base. You're going to find a piece that looks like this. It kind of goes up and down, right? It goes up and it's like a hinge almost. If you have that hinge piece, grab it. If you don't have a hinge piece, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can simply just take one of these, right? And add a 2x1. I am running out of pieces, to be honest, but if you have a 2x1, just stick it right there, just like that. And then it can go back and forth like a springboard, right? You don't need to have this fancy one. I like to make it look realistic, so I add it. So there we are. That is your springboard. And you're going to have to kind of figure out which way it goes on, depending on which springboard you have, which hinge you have. But there it is. And then you're going to find that piece. You're going to hook it to wherever you want it to go. I'm going to go there. So now here's my springboard right here. Boom, 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 boom. So there you have built a springboard. Now you're going to find any piece to make the horse stand up a little bit. It could be this piece. I like it because it looks like it's going towards the air. That's why I like that piece. And that's for the airplanes. Usually you build this for the airplane. Take off. So find a piece that would get it up a little bit. When you find that piece, you're going to put that one in front of the springboard. Kind of like a little ways up, maybe 2 or 3 spots up. See that? There you go. So that's the base of your horse, right? Now you're going to build this part. You're going to go find another base. One that is probably, I want to say 4 by 8, 4 by 6. A good 4 by 6. Then you're going to find a 4 by 4. 4 by 8, 4 by 4. And you're going to stick it on top. Just like that, right in the middle. Then you're going to get a 1 by 4, same exact one, very straight piece, 1 by 4, and stick that there. Remember, color is everything. If you want it to look really nice, stick with the same colors. I'm not going to make it look nice. I'm just sticking with it here so you can see where it goes. It's really easy to see it. Then you get one of these pieces, right? It's like a curved piece, like for a roof, right? So this is the piece you want to do next, because you're going to add that to the end of this piece. And it's going to sit right there. It's going to sit right in that opening. And that's what makes it look really nice at the very end, okay? I didn't have this horse when I was a kid, so I might be building this all wrong, but for my imagination, that's what it looks like. And then you're going to make it look flat. So you can take that piece, put it here if you want. You can do that piece, put it at the other end. Heck, you can put it in the middle. Wherever you want to put that, right like this. And then get another flat piece and put that there. And then you need one more flat piece and you fill that in. It's all 4 by 1s, 4 by 2s. And that is the tabletop of your horse, your vault. Now, the question is, how do you put it on here? Do you put it on here like this? You have to see, which I think you do. I think that looks the best, just like that. Now, that is if you do not have another one of the hinges, right? You can definitely just do that. It looks just as nice. However, what if you're taller? What if you have to go up? Take a hinge. You're going to have to figure out which way it goes on best. Does it go here best? Uh-oh. Right? And how does this fit? Does it fit on here better? Right? How do you want to make it go? Right? Now, if you do it the other way by mistake, which happens, let's say you turn it around, the hinge around, you're going to find out really quickly that it doesn't go as well. Now, let's go up and, yeah, it only goes that way. Make sense? So, in reality, you want to turn that around. You want to turn that hinge around. It just takes some time because it's so weird. And then also figure out where you want to put the hinge. More up, more down. But here you go. That is the vault. Now, the only thing we haven't added was a runway. That's the only thing we did not add as a runway. If you wanted to make your own runway, you could definitely make your own runway. It just looks like this, right? You get some straight pieces. You add a runway. I've already added a springboard to my runway. Okay? So that is what you need to make next to add to yours. Let's say if I don't have a springboard, I already made it. This could very easily attach to here, and there you go. See that? There you go. And then of course this is now up a little bit. You can either keep it like this, but it kind of is a flimsy. Keep it that way. It looks like a boing, boing, boing. You're going to want to turn that over and grab a piece that is going to allow you to, because that needs to be the same as that. Maybe you can even add a few more here, so it's not so like trampoline-y almost. But if that's the case, you just add another one, just like that. And then you got yourself a vault. I hope this was helpful. I don't have any other vaults to make. This is like the only tutorial I can do for this one. But I hope this was fun. And you should have a few mats now that you've made that you can put on the end of here and allow them to tumble through. Maybe you put this at the end of your foam pit, right? We had already made the foam pit. Maybe that can go at your foam pit at the very end, right? Does that make sense? That's why we can move these all around the gym. You can figure out where you want these to go for the day. Anyhow, I hope this was fun for you. Thank you so much for joining us. It takes a lot of time to do these, so you should be really proud of yourself. This is not easy. A lot of fun, but definitely not easy. And if you mess up, that's okay. Always, think of how you can do it differently, maybe. Or maybe your mess up has taken you somewhere that is much better. So anyhow, enjoy the process and enjoy the build. And I can't wait to see what you guys build. I can't wait to hear how you guys are having fun, and maybe I can get to some of your comments and reply. And we'll see you in the next build. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.